Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with another one, back with another one, back with another one. Let me see something real quick. Hey, what's going on? All right. This is Embracing Being an Independent Thinker, the 18th edition. So we just over here, I'm just going to open this up real quick, get live in the studio. Yeah, 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 I'm here. Woo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, back with it, back with it, back with it. So, it's just like me taking upon myself, it's pretty much, seeing what's going on. I mean, nope, this is not entertainment. I've been looking at some old clips and going at my man, what you call it? What's his name? Eric John Phelps. I was watching him recently, and but this ain't no, it's open discussion. It's not a panel discussion because this is like an hour. I'm gonna make this one an hour, so y'all keep the heads up. I just want a quick topic, just out thinking something. I recently saw a stream from old boy. He was talking about Sneeko in the recap, and there was another stream him being so-called deplatformed, and the stuff he was talking about. They trying to say he's more like the Alex Jones type, right? Well, when you have guys like that, that's very common, but they're not going anyway. There's be more, but YouTube always had a problem with that. It's really Google and YouTube have a problem with that for years and years, and they expect people to change, and so what? Well, salute, salute, and I just don't understand that people are now are just coming to the grips. And I was looking at old boy's shit, and he trying to say corporations run the world. That's bullshit. It's I hate when y'all say money this, money that. That's not true. If you study secret societies and Freemasonry, they run the planet. They just control media and everything else you think of, and they're nothing but puppets to their disposal. And the same people I'm talking about is the suits, what you would say as the other J's, but not the EWs that they claim they're the runners of the world, which is bullshit because they have a fake ideology name that I've researched years and years. A lot of people say they're still it's them people. You know what y'all sound like? You're playing right to their hands, man. The suits is laughing at y'all's bitch ass. Them Jesuits, man, they laughing at you dumb idiots out in the world, especially you niggas, because you're actually doing their bidding. And I just recently saw a clip, an hour clip, and it was exposing his neighbor Eric John Phelps, and he was one of them. You can talk about all these conspiracies you want, but you don't have the knowledge of understanding that they play both sides of the fiddle. They do this all the time in politics. They do this all the time, and that's why I don't attack the other Edomites that what you would say Jewish or whatever. But we ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get into that because they're irrelevant as they've always been, and they're playing both sides and starting up wars. And I used to listen to Eric John Phelps, and he used to go after Alex Jones. They're all on the same payroll, but it's kind of funny that dudes get distracted by Kanye what he said. But it's all an element to that, because it ain't no telling what 2024 is gonna have in store for people like us. But this is goes to show you the internet is broken. So again, who controls the narrative? They do. They in your Hollywood movies, your mafia movies, and all that stuff. You got to look at who really controls shit. Not this fake entity um, group of people thinking they know everything. But you got to understand this is the type of shit that you deal with on a daily basis. So it's not like we're saying anything bad. I used to debate these people 10 to 15 years ago, and this ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? Because I think people just got to understand. I've been speaking that way for like years, especially on this channel, and get away from this relationship talk. That's nothing but a distraction by them. Is also, it's also a big money making business. And yes, they fucking up the male youth, sexuality, and I can go in depth on all that. But that's here or there. They've always done that. But it's not about the kids getting molested. It's the people co-signing that's so narcissistic and don't understand that this stuff matters sometimes. Now I ain't trying to save no world with nobody because most people can be evil as fuck. They can do what the fuck they want to. But I'm just saying like this. If you have discussions about extreme size so-called red pill, they don't give a fuck about that. That's just a bigger agenda to control certain people in narrative. And those guys that get canceled like that, they're gonna be in politics in 2 years, and then they're gonna get rid of you motherfuckers that try to cancel them. It's a civil war on the internet with ideology and moves, and motherfuckers thinking that's the way. It's really not the way. I'm just letting y'all know it's never the way. I've always said you got to think for yourself and then actually do the research and stop trying to pretend that's anything special because I know people don't care for my ass right now. So I understand that I'm just being in my own thinking right now. But you got niggas always gonna hate and they're so brainwashed by the same people in the media. And what do you expect? It's patheticness. And shouts out to George Maker for saying that, but he don't realize the same people you're going against is another entity controlling them. So it's the same bullshit that I see all the time. And I know people want to uh be in some people's streams. That's cool, but they're not speaking nothing. They're speaking on bullshit. And they talking about some education, man. Come on, man. Nobody cares about that. I mean, shouts out to the old boy, but who gives a fuck about Asian people? That's the problem right there. So that shit is retarded. You ask me. I'm gonna talk bad about that. I'm gonna say something about that. That's another way. Who cares? Like, if you travel, good for you. No one gives a shit. I'm just saying for what it is. Like, my dudes, like my niggas, y'all over here tripping about pussy all day, and then you wonder why they taking your shit. Stop fucking with people that don't care nothing about you, man. That's all I'm saying. But I'm saying it like in the independent thinking, get away from that shit, man, because you got to think outside the box. And sometimes, the Heavenly Father puts on my spirit to help the ones that need and get this knowledge. Those people that's in power and they always blame the opposites and they both play same sides of the fiddle. They always do that in politics too. No matter who they killed and if you do the research enough in certain conspiracies that are real, then actually real ones, and no one wants to question, they get silenced physically instead of so-called cancel culture, which it doesn't exist. They just try to silence free speech, but that shit's gonna end because if they get in power, remember I told you so. Told you so. Because the same people that's going against the so-called right, which the new right's gonna come back and smash this shit, which they will. Nothing is done by accident. And according to that Eric John Phelps guy saying that, we'll see he's a part of that. They're trying to push that agenda, and they're going to continue. Whoever's president will push their agenda. I mean, Trump was close. Biden is just keeping things calm. That's going to end in 2 years. I'll tell you that right now. Enjoy y'all shit now, because shit's gonna be very different. Because after this war, there's gonna be some conquest going on, and people gonna side who they gonna side with. It's very interesting because I already know where people are heading in the future. So if you really want to talk about change, talk about within yourself. You know what I'm saying? But this stuff is just automatic. What's going on? Yeah, I've been watching a couple of dudes' videos. I think it's called Deception Detection Radio. He talks about people talk about the Vatican assassins book, exposing dude, and what's his neighbor sat down with him, got evidence. And I thought it was very interesting. And I've been caught up to speed what's going on with their on because I look at all sides of the situation, but I really look at their side because they got some insight. Yeah. What is this? Day's 25th. Oh man, I ain't participating in that. I ain't participating in that. Okay, shouts out to Tampa. He got some. Yeah, yeah. He over there teaching Tyler, teaching young boys. No one cares about that. No one cares about that. I mean, shouts out to you try to help somebody over there, but what about over here? Know what I'm saying? Like y'all kill me, bro. Y'all so fake as hell. It ain't even funny. I don't do that shit. Fuck overseas like that, bro. Ain't nothing over there I want. But please, like what's going on here? I mean, ain't nothing on in my subscription that I expect to watch, but this is what I'm talking about, man. The great distraction, man. They got y'all. They got y'all by the balls, bro. I'm not hating. I'm not just saying to be saying it. I'm just calling out what it is. Y'all gotta understand something. I look at things for what it is, you know, and people get upset why I don't participate no more. I stopped doing that a long time ago, man. I had to focus on me and doing my content because you niggas is fake. And just like Duke was saying, they all fake, bro. Like, just stop try to reason with stupid motherfuckers that ain't built like shit. And shouts out to Absalon. Keep going hard on them niggas, man. Keep going hard on them niggas. Them niggas are stupid, bro. And they the same niggas that's very inconsistent on here, and then they get called out. And I'm not hating on nobody. I'm just hating on the bullshit what's going on because niggas are scared to talk to me straight up and have an issue. And I always have open discussions like Thursdays and Sundays. They can address my issue if they had with me or not. But they're not going to do that. They're not mature enough to do that. So it is what it is. I know a lot of people don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about their viewpoint. I'm just saying, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? I know y'all throwing subliminals. I give a shit, and I'm not mad because it was a share. I'm just mad because y'all fake, and it's always been inconsistent. I don't take you dudes seriously, bro. Like once I do that to you niggas, y'all get irritated, and then y'all get mad at me. See, fuck niggas gonna learn. It's not about what I want. It's the respect that I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping off of the internet. Salute, Psycho King, salute. And it's just the shit that I'm so tired of. And I understand people love talking about the content of the stagnation relationship contents that I've seen. It's all trash, bro. It's not real content. You're not saying nothing. Bunch of regurgitated shit that other people have used since the last goddamn 6 or 7 or probably 10 to 15 years we done used on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sick of that shit. It's just like I'm glad I got off that shit last year. Last year was something. It was let y'all vent a little bit, but over that, I got tired of it. I was anti that. You know what I'm saying? The whole time underneath that, I was just trying to see where people's heads at and make solutions. What y'all talking about? See, we give people solutions. Even off air, we did that until the fallout, and there it is. But I'm not gonna speak on that no more. I'm just gonna let y'all figure it out, and you'll see what's coming. And I kind of stopped after that. But it is what it is. If they reach out, that's cool. I'll extend the olive branch or whatever. If not, fuck it. I'm just not tripping off of the internet like that. I got a real presence outside of this shit. I don't need this weak ass website. I just use it for certain purposes of content. So y'all act like I need this shit. I really don't. You niggas need it. And I don't feel sorry for niggas that think like that. I'm just saying, like, y'all gotta understand, I don't give a fuck. Y'all act like I care, but I don't. I really don't. And that's the beautiful thing about me and this so-called internet shit. You understand where people is coming from. But me doing this stream today, I'm just gonna let you, and I'm just waiting for the hour mark, and I'll talk to y'all 5 more minutes, and I'm gonna cut it because I feel like when Duke the Don was saying they don't care about us, they don't care about your ass either, my man. You're nobody, you're just special. If you sign that monetization shit, you are done. I'm not monetized. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm not monetized. I don't give a fuck about this shit. Once you're monetized, you already lost freedom of speech. They say you don't have freedom of speech. So for right now, I do. in a way, I can say what I want. I'm just very careful what words to use. Even if you're not monetized, you're good. They just treat you like everybody else. They just blacklist you. I mean, you're on YouTube, but they don't care nothing about you. I may not get a lot of views. That's okay. I did in the past. So my old shit matters. That's how they play it. YouTube picks and chooses who they want to elevate. And the reason they do that, if you're monetized, you're already sold out to the media. Next thing you know, you got to play their rules and their rules and regulation. So you're done. Like you can't expect people that's monetized. Shouts to the ones that's actually doing real content monetized. But if you're not doing real content or giving back to your so-called business, then there you are. But I'm not talking about the business. I'm talking about the substance of who that person is. Most of them ain't shit when they get monetized and begging to get the money back. Y'all need this shit. I don't need this shit. I can leave this shit and this shit can perish. And when they send me an email and that shit's gone. That's why I tell people take what information you can from this channel, whatever, and prosper. Sound selfless like that. Offline, I'm selfish to a point when it comes to certain things that I need. I'm very selfless online. The internet's nothing but what it is. I don't expect nothing much from it. I can't control my actions on that, but I've gotten better over the years. So you got to be mindful who you are. And that's the thing about Sunday Madness. I was kind of drowsy and then tired at the same time, fatigued. But I apologize for that. But it's one of those Sundays, and then I just had to chill and recuperate. But this coming up Sunday, next Sunday, it's gonna be a little different because we're not gonna have these type of problems, and you just got to be mindful of that. And I know people don't like my ass in general, and that's okay. That's okay, and I expect that to be a thing. But when you understand what's going on in the world, you understand the politics is what's going on in nature. Now, I know the election is still on in Georgia with Abrams and Kemp. That's a big deal. That's a big fucking deal. And people are going to early vote as they are until the 8th. And that's pretty cool. But that's how I look at it in so many words. But when you look at things like that, what's going on is, and that's just how I look at it. When you look at certain things, what's going on, I feel like things are telling on itself, and then people are changing. And I've heard women are depressed in Europe, like in the North Side, and I think the South Europe's okay, but it's on Sky News. Sky's be on this shit. Then I heard there's a new prime minister. What's his name? Sunak or something like that. Rishi Sunak, some Indian guy. That's twice they done had some type of Arabic dude. They have a mayor, and now they got a prime minister that's Indian. Interesting. England is looking dark, as I see. But England's desperate for attention, for control. So it's always something. It's always something that we see these type of things going on, and I don't know if it's masonically driven or whatever. I've been looking at these conspiracies for a long time, and the same ones I've had issues with. And that's how you gotta look at it. And that's how you gotta deal with it. But people just gotta be mindful of what's going on. But that's how I look at it. But then I saw it last night. They was talking about old boy getting banned and all this other shit. Well, the reason he got banned, he was speaking that rhetoric, like that agent provocateur rhetoric. And he tried to say he got the truth. That boy does not have the truth. He's a fucking clown. And shouts out to Alvin Priest destroying the motherfucker. He's just an Asian retard, bro. Just want some attention and then try to act like things is gonna be all right. But this motherfucker is so crazy. They said they don't need his ass. Well, he said he don't need YouTube. When he said that with a vicious statement like that, no, he does not need it, and he has a point. And if he ever gets big on any other platform, a lot of people say that means he's doing something right. And if he gets big on Twitch, you know what that means? They're gonna back him. Somebody's gonna pay that boy, and he's good. He ain't worried about YouTube because he's waiting on 2024 election. If people gets canceled this year, they're waiting on 2024 to remove this site as a whole. So be careful what you wish for. I told y'all this last year about this site can go away anytime. It's not number one. They're gonna break this shit up. Y'all gonna pick a side which culture you gonna find. And that's how you gotta look at it. But that's how I look at things that's gonna go down. But in 2024, you already know the future is nigh. And you look at this year, it's just been a wash. So see, everybody's out of the pandemic. They think they can talk their shit now. Nah, y'all done. Y'all can't go back and forth what's gonna happen. Shit's over with. So y'all gotta be reminded what you is. Like I'm so sorry. I'm so sick of people just lying to people. It's to the point like, what's the purpose of saving these people? You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping off of that. Talking about Chantel. Shout out to Tassie for Chantel's a horror, man. Ain't nobody studying her. I know people trying to, they trying to educate a boy over there. But I mean, it's cool, but nobody is gonna listen to that shit, bro. Y'all do you. But Absalon, man, salute to you, man, for going hard on people and doing your thing. I stay out the way. The old boy is doing. Shout out to Absalon though. He's doing his thing. Y'all subscribe to him, man. He's got some stuff. He's hilarious, and that's it. And like I said, he dealing with the ups. I'm like, who cares? Like, you niggas is fake, bro. Call somebody ops, man. Get the fuck out of here. That man's been on my channel for like a minute since last year, and he followed me in the Roger Report respectfully. Yeah, respectfully. And and it's just what it is. Like, and then you have to look at certain things like that. I'm just like, why would anybody get upset with Absalon said? I mean, the nigga is a genius, bro. He knew he got Kudamp, aka Ant. I call it, that's his nickname, Kudamp. That's his nickname. I used to call him that off the other platforms. I was associated with certain niggas. That was his nickname. And yeah, I come out and say it. I don't give a shit. But nigga is what he is. And they got tired of his shit. And then Action Potential said that nigga's from St. Louis. He said, I know you ain't tier. He said, you a boo boo ass nigga. And that's how it is. But that's how people look at him like, oh, he's some type of hero. But no, nigga. And he said, I got the boiler room. Trust ain't nobody messing with that shit. He said, y'all haters. No, Auntie, you're your own hater. I don't hate on nobody. Not on this shit. Unless I know you personally. But y'all niggas hate from the distance. I respect it, and that's fine. And trying to tell me about money and shit, man. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all don't know shit about YouTube. I would know way more about YouTube not being monetized than monetized. If you're monetized YouTube, you're a fucking clown and a sellout. You don't care about the message. You care about your pockets. And that's fine. That's fine. And I respect that and I keep my distance. And that's what it is. I'll support from the distance, but I'm not gonna just act crazy and expect people to act crazy about it. And this girl is wild. Let me say something about her. She is one thirsty bitch. Mel is one thirsty bitch. She is so thirsty. She wants some dick 24/7. I don't know what's wrong with that bitch that y'all. When she created that pineapple show, that was her thirst moments. She has some thirst moments. Y'all got to pay attention what these hoes is about. They on some thirsty mode shit. And that's basically what I'm saying is they ain't right in the head. So you gotta understand something. This stuff is just wild in itself. Like y'all can't expect people to just go crazy one night and then there it is. I gotta reset my shit. My app is acting up. Yeah, I gotta turn that. I had it up. And I'm just expecting, but yeah, close it. Yeah, this thing is acting up. But you got to think for outside the box. But a lot of people, they just be thirsty on this shit and they act crazy. I'm just calling it out how I see it. I expose the bullshit for what it is, and I'm just y'all gotta be mindful who I am, man. Because when I talk about my shit, I just talk it in existence that things will happen. But see, the first couple of years of this second channel that I have, I got way more successful. I expected much. And that's how I look at things in a proper perspective. But you do realize that things are about to change in the future. So me doing less content is not a bad thing. It's going to continue. I'll still drop content. I'll still drop what I'm supposed to drop and turn into a live stream, record it, and then just speak my mind. Because you do got dudes that just want to be crazy all of a sudden. And that's just the thing. And that's how I look at people right now. But the majority of people, they just want to be crazy. But you got it like that. You got it like that. And I think people are just gonna look at it and just like, all right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about passport. Like, who cares, man? Like, there's more pussy in the world than it is. But going overseas to get it is a waste, bro. Y'all look like a goddamn fool. But I was just thinking in my head for a minute. But you know, watching those old clips and old information, and then find out new information about dudes, and especially the white side and the black side of YouTube. It's just the same old shit. I'm glad people are waking up to most of the shit, but the guy I was listening to, yeah, he was a Christian, but I don't subscribe to the Christ doctrine. That changed 10 years ago, I believe, and that was on a different time then. So me and Elder Young, when we was teaching that for vividly stronger. So you got to pretty much understand where we're coming from. So I don't teach the ways I used to because there's a lot of bullshit out here, and you got a lot of these people try to flag you with some dumb shit. So I'm very treading lightly on this platform because this platform has been done as we speak. But you gotta understand how to move different. And then when you talk about certain groups of people, I use subliminals. I don't put it no channel name because they say they be on your head. You know what I'm saying? I'm a subliminal guy, not a what you call it. Put people's titles in unless they put my name in the title, and I crush them. What's going on, degenerate? Salute, salute. And it is just what it is. Like a lot of people, they just want to get caught up on some nonsense, and then they expect people to just talk about the world like that. And everybody's schooling the youth. Like that's cool for schooling the youth, but it's a waste of time. Watch on uh, cards of the so-called American. But you got to be mindful of what you're doing. That's why I don't really challenge people's viewpoints and then just act crazy on them. But acting on them makes a whole lot of story and a lot of difference. But what I'm saying is you got to be mindful of what you're talking about nowadays and do the research. Now I know he's a pro Slayer acolyte. He try to say he the best, but I say fuck O'Shea and fuck all them niggas. That's just me. I don't know why people support that shit. And he keeps talking about the modern day manosphere. That's just dead, man. The mainstream manosphere is dead, bro. Like, get over the fact that they've been watching. I called this out last year, and I ain't gonna talk about the information I got by a certain individual, but that's in fruition. And, I'm laughing at you dudes, and y'all mad late. Y'all been warned. But that's what it is at this point. They try to say the women take over the space. Who cares, man? The space been dead, bro. Fuck these hoes. These hoes is laughing at you dudes, and then they taking it away, and they try to say we're part of it. No, we're not, nigga. Part of no sphere, for what I can tell. Niggas who want to cry about shit. It's a lot of division going on, and that's a good thing. YouTube needs the competition. They need a break. They need a new one to be rivaled. But that's how you got your rise. You know what I'm saying? But that's how people get their days. So again, yeah, it's just like I understand that that's what he represents, but I watch his shit for entertainment when he talks about the mainstream minister dudes, but he'll never go in on O Slayer, OKA, like my man said, Jose, and all this stuff. So you got to be mindful of what's going on in the world. But I was just brushing off old information, and then found some new one. Like 3 years ago, dude was going against Eric John Phelps, and that's very common. It's not common, but very common to expose these people so-called telling the truth. And that's just how I look at it in so many words. But yeah, it's gonna be a stream, and I wait till the hour mark comes through, and this is pretty much like I'm talking about the things that needs to be said. But you got dudes out here thinking they know everything, and they wish they don't. It's out here spewing lies, man. And I've been in these type spaces for years and years, and things change over time. People are very inconsistent on here, and they're so fake. It's just hilarious. And I don't say nothing. I just let them be, and just cut them loose. And that's how you got to look at it. Mm. I'm just trying to, trying to keep my mind focused, and then, yeah, 3:30 is not in the building in the cards, but let's see what we can talk about. Okay, thinking outside the box. Well, first, you got to do your own research. Second, try to think positive things to move forward. And third, try to get away from stuff. There's other topics to talk about besides the females. Talk about the issues that men face is a big issue. And they face a lot of issues. Going back to the ways of raising a boy and a man. So a lot of stuff. See, I ain't a father figure yet. If I have kids, I'll have them someday or not. I send out the message to the youth and tell them joy exists while it lasts, and cherish it, and learn all the manly things to be responsible and just do it. That's just the thing with me. That's the thing with me. And that's how I'm on to look at so many words and just be like expecting people to do more and all this sort of stuff. But again, you see this stuff all the time. You expect people to just move more and just act all different. But I know people talking about technology was created by the so-called white man. That's what the racist Eric John Phelps was saying. But I disagree with that. The black man built technology. We already know that. So you got guys like racists that are Protestant. You gotta take them with a grain of salt. I'm glad I don't follow his shit. Heard about his assassins book, but he's one of them. He's a double agent just like them. So how you know all this stuff? He supports it. He's used subliminals to get y'all hooked. And then he talk about that boy's rise. He just clout chased. That was his rise to fame. That's how he got the millions. Y'all know how he clout chased, and then that's why he tried to be like so-called Tate. Andrew Tate tried to be like Alex Jones. Anything that's extreme right wing, they have to put your muzzle on you or get you out of here. They said YouTube is all great. No, it ain't. It's just a sorry site that got bought by certain people, have an invisible hand control it, and now it's looking stupid. And Google is one of the worst components to have it. Let's look at the video game Stadia. Terrible. And that's how you gotta look at certain things. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna go on mute for just just a minute. I'll be right back. I'm going on mute for a minute. I gotta check something. I'll be right back, y'all. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. What you got here right now, you got people expecting people to know a lot of things, right? And you got people that know a lot of things in here. So it's like, yeah, I'm a little story, my fault. But it's just like people get caught up on the wrong shit. Now I was looking at Duke last night. I was looking at everybody last night, like Melly and all that. I had to turn him off when he said about that corporations. They said economics is about mathematics. It's a little true and a little false. It's really not. It's metrics, and it's based off false mathematics. That's not how the world works. See, you know what he thinks like? He thinks like a goddamn immigrant. Most immigrants are stupid. They think this country's made to solve money. The people in power don't give a fuck about your fucking money. You fucking idiots. They got other means that they control. A lot of people try to say it's money. No, it's not. It's precious things and all that. That's like their money. The paperless dollar is not real. Like the fuck out of here. Now I don't know when it's gonna fall, but the currency is controlled by them. Once they got y'all brainwashed, they got you psychologically damaged. They got you mind fucked forever. And that's why they got you talking about frivolous topics that don't make no goddamn sense. And this is why I don't really say much to you dummies out there that ones is really lost. I just can't take you fucking motherfuckers seriously, bro. Like that's the shit that gets on my nerves. It's the brainwashing. I don't understand it, man. Like I don't understand it why motherfuckers just don't listen to themselves and they like to hear themselves talk. It sounds stupid. You sound just like Alex Jones and all these dudes is putting in your heads, but don't do the research. I never followed the man. I'm just telling you, I watched some of his shit and I'm not impressed. He was that type of guy that misled people. And they try to say Kanye West is not a genius. And shouts out to White Kid for that. He tries to say he ain't. Of course he ain't. He don't have to be a genius, but he's a talented musician, even though he's kind of partially right what's going on, but he's being used as a pawn to divide and to destroy wherever it takes place in the community, so-called community. He didn't care about that George Floyd shit. That wasn't intelligent him to say that. Oh, he's got fentanyl in the system and died. And that's a lie. That's been debunked for I don't know how long. Like we debunked that last year. That shit's wild, man. Who the fuck people think they are trying to come here with some bullshit? But this is what they do. You don't get mad. You just understand why they think like that. This all goes back to right wing fascism type behavior. It's very fucking amazing like that. Let's be the keepers now. So again, it's a lot of broken things on YouTube and act like they don't need you. No, they need people. They need certain people that's gonna maintain the advertisement dollars, who brings dollars in the building. Advertisers ain't gonna just give it to anybody. They give it to a channel that they fuck with, or you're their spokesman. Then when you get on TV, he's our spokesperson. They can vouch for you. It's called vouchers, man. Once you sign that monetization contract, they own you psychologically. They own your naming rights, your publishing. They own all that shit, bro. They don't give a fuck about you. You gotta understand, most people will be on some bullshit and expect people to care, and they don't. That's just how I look at things like that. Oh, I heard Adidas dropped Kanye. Not surprised. I mean, they on some bullshit. He'll get. I don't think he'll get most of them back, but if it by some way, if he's on that other side, they'll have somebody be replaced. Y'all got to be careful, man. But yeah, Ye is stirring up a so-called war with that situation. But and it is what it is. Authentic Alplas, he's fake, by the way, and that's just what it is, man. I don't understand why people be making these claims a lot. Man, I try to be nice on here and just I am, but I just don't like the bullshit that people be spewing. I question everything. That's why I don't really do hard topics no more. Like you niggas is just so gullible. Y'all believe anything they tell you, bro. That's why I have to look at people's side out on here. I have to be very careful who I talk to and associate my information with. People be on this bullshit and then they get in this religious fanatic behavior and y'all be like, what's going on? It's you. Tell them what's going on. Hell, it's you, my niggas. Y'all here on that bullshit and then expect people to talk crazy. I understand that people that don't like my ass. I have a lot of knowledge what's going on in the world today, especially in politics. You gotta understand most people are fake on here, bro. Once you realize that, the better. It's nothing personal to nobody. I ain't throwing no shots at nobody. I just say most of you niggas is fake. Y'all ain't really about that. Y'all ain't about that action. I mean, I'm about the action and doing something. Yeah, I am, but I don't talk. I just do it. I just say, a certain advice. You survive on here, you survive on here. It's just when I look at these other channels that got bigger subscribers than me, they're fucking dumb too. They go by the typical narrative. And they said, "Oh, what do you get? I don't care." No, you just got defeated. And Sneako's right. These niggas, these people are soft. They're just based off entertainment. They need to stop doing political commentary. You're not a political commentary channel. You're not built like that. If the people that don't like their political commentary, why don't they just listen to me? Because I can give them some knowledge about it, how it's practiced, and y'all give me certain sources. I'll look it up and then I'll read it off. But I'm not going to just attack certain group of people that are irrelevant, and they've always been irrelevant because they're pawns to another elite group that y'all scared to attack, which I'm not, but you niggas are, and other people are too. It is what it is. I get tired of that every now and then. Our dudes ain't built like that, man. They talk a good game, but they ain't built like shit when it comes to foundation. Where's their infrastructure? That's all I'm saying. Where's their fucking infrastructure? You can't just say shit and expect people to like you, but where's your infrastructure? Where's your business? Where's your proximities and things like that? I'm just saying it for the sake of me saying it that y'all got to go out there and do it. You know, traveling ain't gonna solve shit. That's just my perspective of traveling. Traveling ain't gonna solve shit, and that's just how it's gonna be. But you know, I just don't understand why people just get caught up on other shit. And y'all willing to attack the beast, but y'all scared to do something about it when you fold it. That's what it is. I know it's competition of the truth. People got all these type of information, then they promote misinformation. And I just like what it is, man. I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. But I've been recently watching my other stuff too that's on the gaming world and things like that. It's pretty much the same. Ain't nothing special happening. But you got people just get caught up on the bullshit. They get caught up on the bullshit. And I was looking at Duke the Dawn. I was like, man, this shit is wild. I know people talk about that Sneeko situation. I'm like, dude, it's just like everybody else. And the people that didn't care for him, it is what it is. And they're divided over subscribers up there, which I don't have. I don't clout chase and do all this shit. I ain't got time for that. That ain't me. Once I talk bad about people that I don't like, I just throw shots at them. That's how you got to look at people. Y'all just got to look at and be mindful of what's going on. I'm not really mad at anyone. I get tired of the bullshit that's on YouTube because I see a lot of nutty shit and some funny shit every now and then. But when you talk about certain individuals on YouTube, like I don't celebrate his so-called ban. I would love to destroy his points if I was on the panel, but ain't nobody scared of that Asian idiot. He was on Flims and Flamsy uh, a minute, and then Alpha told him don't go there, and he went anyway. And that's how you got to look at it. But you know, one thing about me, I'm just like looking and I'm pondering. Why people talk about it so much? Are they desperate? And then he tries to say Arrested Development. I heard that last year. It's worse than Arrested Development. These dudes got issues. They all need therapy. They need to be in the chair. 95% of them, especially in these certain spaces and other spaces, they all need the chair. And that's how I look at it. And then you got to look at everything else is changing around you in the fashion and things like that. And then people get caught up on the wrong shit. But that's the whole purpose of media, and I think people are just going to get caught up. How they going to get caught up? And that's just the thing. A lot of things are coming out. Politics is as usual. It's not much. I mean, I'm still participating in the voting process. I don't know when I'm going to do that. Probably this week, and everybody's going in. On today's day, 1990, Evander Holyfield knocks out James Buster Douglas in the third round, Atlantic City, New Jersey, to win the undisputed heavyweight title. 1990. Yeah, Buster Douglas is trash. Holyfield beat him, but his best friend Tyson's around the corner. Nick, wrong. Rudempy. Gotta get you, Rudempy. If you say something about the C virus, uh, Sneaker was saying that you will get banned, bro. I don't know, man. I might have to change the time with this one. We'll see. We're gonna tweak it a little bit and then just go out about our merry way. But that's just how we're gonna look at it. And I might do this in the morning. I'm gonna experiment one of these series in the morning instead of doing it at a certain time. But not too early in the morning, but I'll post it around 9 something and being tactful and have my shit ready and just drop it. And it's just like it's crazy. Yeah, this thing charged. But shouts out to people that came through. Tampa, Ants Utility, Psycho Candy. Who else came through? Degenerate. Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all on the shortest notice because this is just like how I just speak in my mind what's going on, and then last night and it's crazy. But I got the screenshot with old girl. She had there was this lesbian. She wanted some pussy from her. Her name was Ashley, but she wanted some pussy. But she said she was mixed with Ukrainian and Italian. Her name was Ashley. I didn't want to put up there, but she's a lesbian. But she wanted that old girl. Her name was Francesca. If y'all saw that last Pineapple show, y'all need to check that out. And she said, I'm like a plastic surgeon. She said, no, no, we good. And she probably lied about getting on there. She want to fuck that. And it's just wild out here. But you got people just buying into saying stuff already outrageous. But that's all I got for y'all. But I'm just saying, this shit is wild, man. I said enhanced utility. Yeah, I said shouts out to you fellas to come through. But Yeah, this series is basically like a free for all thinking, getting away from the modern day ritualistic relationship talk that is very useless. Some people say you could practice. No, you don't. Once you get out here, you just do what you do. If she don't want you, that's fine. That's shame on her. But she's socially programmed, socially engineered programmed. Like I said last week, that's what's wrong with these shows. I talk about this a lot on the Thursday shows, like Thursday Thrills. We talk about everything, why it matters. It's a free for all topics, it's open discussions, but Sundays is a free for all topic. The extreme side gets your shit off, and then there you are landing it to waste. That's why Sunday Madness lasts on. And that's how I look at it. But but you got people just get caught up on the other shit, expect people just to come through and just start talking. And that's just basically in a nutshell, because you understand that a lot of people just get caught up on a lot of stuff. So everybody's distracted, and I understand that people are just gonna be people. But okay, and that's just how I'm gonna look at it. That's how I'm gonna look at it. But you understand something. Anytime when people come with these wild conspiracies, how people get flagged and stuff. No, it could be the same people you support, and it could be the people that's brainwash you and then co-opt you. A lot of people get co-opted all the damn time, especially when you talk about certain group of people and you're programmed to think like that. And that's the problem with people. They just don't understand when to stop or shut the fuck up and stop doing that type of content and move on. And they can't do it because they're mind fucked so much by a certain group of people. I've just said earlier in the stream, they ain't shit. And that's how I look at it in so many words. But yeah, I've been chilling. I'm just trying to finish up this game that I got and that session off and the mission, and then I'm good. But it's pretty much I'm just trying to just get by with this, and the fall, the fall and the winter. So I'm ready. Next year it's gonna be an interesting year. Like I said, everybody's getting flagged. I highly doubt it. It's just more of the same. You just gotta keep in mind this stuff happens all the damn time. So we got to see what this is through. Let's see this through and expect more of the same. Next year. So but daylight savings time is official. They're gonna keep it until probably like this next year. They ain't gonna go back. They're gonna try again, but Black Ink crew, new episode. They on some weird shit. That Black Ink crew done went ahead. I done seen all their recent episodes on the Pluto TV. Let me see something real quick. Talking about daylight savings time. Yeah, 25th Halloween. First day of Indian heritage. Daylight savings time. When the clocks go back, they're gonna try to move it forward and keep it like that. When they gonna happen again in March? Yeah, they gonna keep the clock on the 12. They just officially did that. Okay, let's see if it's gonna be back in November. Oh, they kept it in November, so I don't know. They got to vote on that, and this could be basically they're gonna have to vote on that. They're gonna have to vote on that probably. And I thought it was 2023. They're gonna vote on it. They're gonna probably because after the election they're gonna vote on it. But the Gregorian calendar is all fucked up. I found that interesting on the last video, but it was an hour. Old boy was saying he said it was all fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up, and it's been changed so many times. And he was right. A lot of changes, a lot of bullshit going on. You know what I mean? But it is what it is what it ain't. And like I said, y'all have a good one. But the hour mark is coming on the way, so we're gonna, I'm gonna talk a few minutes. I'm gonna let y'all go because I said 5 minutes, but I cut it short. It'd be like a minute or 2 minute. Here we are. We're in an hour. Okay. So, like I said before, once again, it's pretty much one and the same. And when you have these independent thinking skills, you understand there's more than life than just talking about pussy all day. But you do understand that you're seeing the events going on around you, especially the Kanye shit I talked about last week. And then we talked about these fuck niggas caring about Sneeko so much. Sneeko is one of many. It's a lot more to him in the future. Y'all act like this is going to be over. It's going to continue. It's going to continue where it's going because YouTube is a sorry site that's waiting to be clipped anytime. They can clip this whole thing in 2024. I told you the year of that election is going to change everything. How you move on the internet and things is going to be a little different. So yeah, it's just one and the same, and y'all have to understand that that's going on in nature. So with that, I want to say peace and shalom. Until next time, I'll see y'all this coming Wednesday. We're gonna be talking about some other shit. So with that,